So, issue 47 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was freaking crazy. It picks up where we last left off with all that tension and all that distress that we got in issue 46 and just amps it up to 11 because stuff is going down as we get closer and closer to the finale. And this issue made me feel a lot of things because you can actually feel the pain and the suffering that characters are going through. You can actually understand their reasons, why they're annoyed. If you've been reading Go-Go as well, if you've been reading the Go-Go side of Necessary Evil, you can understand where these characters are coming from. But this issue was just amazing. The art, the coloring, the lettering, all of it was on point. It was such a great freaking issue, and it's all building up closer and closer to the finale. So let's take it to the top and do a review and a discussion, or whatever you want to call it. A review of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers issue 47. So the issue starts off in Safe Haven where Kiya has freed Dane from his containment, and she's saying, hey, I freed you, but you're going to work for me now, like it or not, because I've got files upon files on you, and I've seen what you've done. I know you've been at someone else's mercy, which is really interesting. We learn that Dane's been at someone else's mercy, so maybe Dane once encountered Kruger once in his lifetime. They knew each other, and that's why he's been at someone else's mercy. He once ran into Kruger all those years ago in this timeline. Who knows? I don't know how old Kruger is in this era of Power Rangers right now, but I get the feeling that he might have ran into him during this timeline, because Kruger was around at the end of Lost Galaxy because he was in the trials of Astronomer, so no doubt about it, Kruger is out there. So I get the feeling Dane might have lost a battle to Kruger some time ago. But the scene where Kiya's like giving Dane his weapon and just saying, I've got those files upon files on you, she looks really freaking menacing. She looks menacing in this whole discussion chamber where she's talking about Dane working for her, which is really great. It looks really freaking awesome. Like the lighting, the shading, the coloring, the art is on point. It looks really freaking awesome. So they're in the safe haven, and Dane's like, hey, if you want allies, go free Zed. He's got a shit ton of monsters. And Kiya's like, no, we're not freeing Dane. We're not freeing Zed. We want order, not chaos. And we're going to free the others eventually, but right now we're not freeing Lord Zed because he's going to be too much of a problem for us if we free him now, which makes sense because if Lord Zed was freed at this moment, he'd be calling the shots. He's awfully powerful, and he'd just be causing, like Kiya said, chaos for everyone. So it's interesting that she doesn't want to free Lord Zed right now, but she does have a plan. She does have a plan, and this is where the issue gets really freaking crazy, because Kiya wants Dane to help him. Kiya wants Dane to help her solve a mystery about Safe Haven, and this is where we learn that Safe Haven was the original home of the Morphin Masters. That is a big bombshell that they drop on us. So the Morphin Masters used to live on Safe Haven. This was their home. That is freaking crazy. And there's a big secret on this planet that we need to discover, which is really freaking crazy because somehow, some way, this place in Safe Haven has a lot of secrets that we don't even know about. And I didn't even think that Safe Haven had a few secrets on it. I thought it was just a normal fucking planet that we went to, but no, Safe Haven was the home of the Master Morphers, or the Morphin Masters, and I get the feeling we're going to find out eventually. So Dane joins Kiya's side, and he's going to work for her for now, which is really cool, really great. I love Dane. More Dane is awesome. So Dane in this issue is just mostly sniffing around and finding secrets about this planet. So after that, we then cut to Earth, where we're back at the command center where we last left off in issue 46, and things aren't looking good for Jason. He's in a critical state, and he might be badly injured, we don't know, but I get the feeling he'll be fine because he's on a few covers of the upcoming issue. But tension is brewing between some old Ranger friends, because Kimberly is pissed off at Trini, she's pissed off, and Tommy's pissed off. Tommy is very pissed off, which I'll talk about later, but Kimberly is mad because this is her best friend that lied to her, and they're off doing secret Ranger stuff. Like Kimberly said, they weren't at a peace conference, they were off doing secret Ranger stuff, forming a brand new team that no one knew about. They even saved them from Dane, and they couldn't say anything. So I can understand where she's coming from, and she's even like screaming at Zordon, it looks like, It's not in all capitals, but you can tell with the expression on her face, like when the tiger bus is attacking and Zordon's like, hey, go deal with Goldar, and Kim's like, no, we have to figure out what the hell is going on because our friends won't tell us what's going on, and I want to get some answers. And after that panel, you have this panel of no dialogue. It's just this grumpy expression of Kim, this pissed off face she has on her, this pissed off expression she's got on her face, and she's turning her back, and you can see her looking at Trini, like giving her the cold shoulder, and Trini looks like she's gonna cry. Like, the expression is awesome. Like, there's no sound, no speech bubbles on this dialogue. It's just a cold stare from Kimberly and an upset face by Trini, and you can tell that, like, this sets the mood. You can tell that the friendship is going to be on a rocky ground moving forward, that not everyone's happy right now. So the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, they go to the city to stop the Goldar bus or the Tiger bus, and Tommy fights Goldar with Lord Zed's staff, and Goldar actually gets the upper hand on him for a while. He's kicking Tommy's ass, but eventually Tommy does win, and they do stop the magic school bus and save all the hostages. But after that, while that's going on, before we get back to the Ranger stuff, while that's going on, we've got Trini talking to Zordon. She says, hey, there's this Kiya person, she went rogue on us, she betrayed us, she wants to kill every Ranger, and I don't know what we can tell you because the whole universe thing. So meanwhile, while Trini and Zach and Zordon, they're all talking, 11 comes in. I've called him 12 accidentally a few times, but he's 11. I do apologize. 11, she, whatever you want to call him. But he comes in and says, hey, there's an energy spike out in space. We need to check it out. And we'll check it out once the other Rangers get back from their battle. Meanwhile, while this is all going on, yes, I know I'm jumping around the place, but Dana's sniffing around and he finds the ruins of whatever this temple is. He finds the temple of these ruins underneath a statue, I believe. And he finds something interesting. You don't see what it is. He just says, interesting. And his eyes widen and we don't know what it is. So whatever he found something interesting. Meanwhile, while this is all going on, Kiya's at the safe haven place. I don't know where she is. She's basically in the town center with a bunch of aliens who all have really cool designs. They look like extras in an anime or a manga. I freaking love them. You've got like Eagle Birdman here, which looks like a cool guy. But Kiya's basically giving a speech. She's basically rallying the troops to get them rallied up to join her cause, saying, hey, we've been neglected for so long, these powers aren't a curse, we're blessed, let's use them and take a stand and destroy all these people. And she's standing in the blue emissary's cloak. She's wearing it, which is really fucked up. I know I mentioned that. She's wearing the blue emissary's cloak as a trophy. Like I said, she's kind of wearing it as a trophy. And I do like this panel where she's standing there. She's got one leg bent, and it's like a really cool pose. I'm hoping we get like a textless image of that later down the line. I would love to use that as a thumbnail. I can maybe crop around it for the thumbnail, but I do like that pose she's in where she's just standing over one giving that big speech, because you can tell that she's coming to Earth to fuck everything up. But like, Kiya's an interesting villain. She's like another version of Lord Drakon, but she's doing it for a different cause. No more Rangers, but I want to be the cure. We're not diseases, they're the diseases, we're the cure. So that's the kind of vibe I'm getting from her. She wants to destroy all Rangers because people with powers like her have been neglected for so long. So that's the vibe I'm getting at when I see her on screen. But Kiya makes a big speech to bring everyone to her side. So I get the feeling that she's going to recruit all these people and bring them to Earth. So after the battle with the Tiger Bus, the Mighty Morphin team return to the command center, and Zack and Trini, they have to go on another mission. They have to go into space and check out this weird spike of signature that's going out in space. We don't know what it is. Well, I know what it is. I already read the issue, but it's not going to be good when we get there, trust me. So we're going out to space, and the Stone Canyon trio soon walk into the room, and they say, we want to help. We've never, like, Rocky makes a joke saying, hey, I've never been to space before. I want to check it out. Let's go, people. But they want to help out because Aisha says We want to be useful for a change for people who want our help or need our help, which is a really nice thing that these characters have been feeling for the past few issues. They've been feeling out of place, they've been feeling useless, like the Mighty Morphin team don't really need them because they never feel like they're helping because they feel like they're getting in the way all the time. So they actually feel like they can help the Omega Rangers and make a difference, which is really nice, really nice indeed. So they're all going to space. So while we're in space, after that, Jason wakes up, and Tommy, Billy, and Kimberly, and Alpha, of course Alpha, they're standing above him, and they're like, hey, we're glad you're okay. And Tommy has this smug look on his face. He is pissed off, he is not having it, saying, hey, Zack and Trini apologize for not being here, but that they embark on another secret mission. And Jason's like, oh shit, that means you know about the Omega Rangers. And Tommy's like, oh yeah, I know. And he looks really pissed off. So after that, we then cut to the final panel. This is where we've got Aisha and Kimberly. We've got the Stone Canyon trio and the two Omega Rangers in space. And Aisha and Trini, they have a heart-to-heart talk. And this is a really nice heart-to-heart talk where Aisha asks, saying, hey, why did you choose us? Are we just going to be temporarily Rangers? Are you guys going to come back eventually? Do you feel like you shouldn't have chosen us? And Trini has this really nice line saying, you were chosen to be Power Rangers because you deserve to be. And Aisha has this really interesting reply saying, hey, you've already lied to Zordon, you've already lied to your friends, and you barely know me, so how can I believe a word you're going to say? And as she says that, Trini looks really upset after she says that. So tension between these two is not the best. They're trying to be friends with each other, but they can't trust one another. Well, Aisha can't trust Trini right now. So we're in space, and they find the anomaly, they find the signal, and it's not good. It's not good at all, because who we see in space is the little orc Zug man, and it's a trap. It's a goddamn trap, because he basically fires his big energy beam at the Ranger ship, and that's where the issue ends. That's where the issue ends, on that big cliffhanger, with the ship looking like it's going to get blown up by the little space alien green man. Yeah. People might be dead. I think they won't be because they're on the cover, but things aren't looking good. Things aren't looking good at all. We see people on the cover for upcoming issues, but looks like things aren't looking good for our Ranger friends right now, that's for sure. So what are my overall thoughts on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers issue 47? Well, this was one crazy issue, and the tension from last month's issue was still there. It wasn't all, hey, you kept a big secret from us, we can all be friends again, haha, lovey-dovey, friendship always wins. No, you can actually feel the tension, you can understand where the characters are coming from and why they'd be mad. You understand the anger they'd be feeling at one another, because the trust in the Power Rangers is broken right now. That original team, that original 6, the trust is now broken, especially between Jason and Tommy, who are definitely going to be bumping heads over the next few issues probably, or maybe just an issue. But holy crap, and that cliffhanger where the Stone Canyon trio and Zack and Trini might be dead, who knows? I get the feeling they might have survived somehow. They could get saved by a possible character showing up next month, but this was one crazy freaking issue. Like, the action was all there, Kiya's doing a lot of setting up and her planning, like the whole Morphin Masters stuff. That needs to get explained now, and I can't wait till we elaborate more on that, because that could be a part of the Blue Adversary's prophecy that he talked about. That's why he probably brought everyone to Safe Haven for some reason. But this issue was freaking crazy, and I honestly can't wait to see where it goes next from here, because it can only go up. I can just say that, because we're getting closer and closer to the finale, and I really hope it doesn't fall apart like Beyond the Grid. And I don't know if they're doing a big finale like they did for Shattered Grid. Who knows? They haven't announced it yet, but issue 50 is somewhere where Unnecessary Evil is going to end, and we don't know what's going to happen to Power Rangers after that, with the comic, where the comic is going after that, but we have to wait and see. I guess we'll find out next month when we get some details on issue 51, that's for sure. But things are never going to be the same between this original team, and I can't wait to see where it goes next, because the art was on point, the story was on point. This issue was really freaking good, and I really enjoyed it. Really good, really good. Ryan and Danielle and Walter, Ed, like everyone working on this issue did really good on it, and I can't wait to see where it goes next month, at the end of next month in February. So I'm excited to see that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.